Yo, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So sorry about being inactive the last few days. I don't like to just disappear on you guys. But yeah, I just need a little bit of a break. But I'm back now, back to the daily uploads, and I mean that this time. Okay, I know sometimes I come back and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm a daily upload. No, I fucking mean it. Okay, I'm back. So every day between 5 p.m. and I'd say 6 p.m., look for a new video. Probably like 5:30 every day. But I am back with a crazy story time nonetheless. Okay, something happened a couple days ago during my period of not uploading, and it was insane, and I knew immediately that this had to be told on the channel. So if you like this story time, leave a like on the video, and let's jump right into this. So today's story time all starts off 2 days ago. This all starts off as a normal day. I wake up, I get up out of bed, and I have 2 missed calls. I woke up pretty late in the day, I can't lie, so I was kind of sleeping for most of the afternoon, and 2 of my friends called me. I call them both back. The first one doesn't answer. The second one does. And he's like, yo, what's up, man? I'm like, what's up? I missed your call. He's like, oh, not much, man. I just wanted to invite you to my show tonight. Now, my friend played in a band. He was a guitarist in a hardcore band. And they were doing a show this night. And he was one of the openers. So his band was opening for a bigger band that was headlining that night. And it was at this pretty small venue down the street from my house. And I was like, yeah, man, I'll go. How much are the tickets? He's like, bro, they're usually $15, but I'll give it to you for $8. I was like, thank you, man. So I send him $8 on Venmo, and he drives over and drops me off a ticket, tells me to get to the venue at 7:30, and I'm like, all right, man, sounds good. So fast forward to 7, I get ready, I get dressed, and put a nice outfit on, and I go to the venue where my friend's band is playing. I met a couple friends there, right when I walked in, they greeted me at the door, and me and 3 friends are just standing in the crowd, watching my friend's band perform, and just having a pretty much good night. The night started off really awesome. I thought it was going to be a wonderful night, a lot of fun, and sadly, that wasn't the case. So fast forward to the end of my friend's set. His band finished up, they got off stage, they all came down to the crowd and started talking to me and my friends, and I was just proud of my friend, man, the one that played the guitar in the band. I was like, dude, you killed it, good shit. He's like, yeah, man, thank you. And after I tell him this, he's like, yo, you want to see something cool? I was like, what is it? He's like, follow me. So me and all my friends and my friend's band all go upstairs to the roof of this place. It's the venue roof, and that's where all the bands would hang out in between their sets. And when we got up there was a bunch of bands already up there hanging out, and a bunch of people just kind of drinking up there and smoking. And I immediately noticed the minute we stepped onto the roof, there was a homeless guy sleeping on the roof in the corner. He's tucked away on the corner of this roof taking a nap under a sleeping bag. Now there was no wall or anything separating this dude from falling. So he was literally just sleeping in the corner of this roof, on the edge. And I remember seeing this and looking at my friends and being like, yo, that's dangerous. Am I wrong? And my one friend, the one that's the guitarist in that band, was like, oh yeah, man, I come up here all the time. He's sleeping there all the time. He's a pro. And I was, what do you mean he's a pro? A pro at not rolling off the roof? And my friend's like, yeah, man, for real. He sleeps there every night. The venue lets him crash up here and he never falls off. I'm like, why doesn't he just move to the middle of the roof? And my friend's like, well, sometimes he does. Sometimes he sleeps in the other spots, but usually it's on the edge. And I was like, all right. I mean, that's kind of sad. That sounds horrible, but, I guess if that's where he likes to sleep, so be it. So me and my friends walk over to this other band, and we're all just kind of talking. There's 10 of us in a group just talking to each other. And I look over at the homeless guy sleeping, and I just kind of keep looking over at him. I keep checking. My eyes keep wandering over there because I'm genuinely worried about this dude. He's sleeping right on the edge of a building. And I don't like that. I don't want this guy to roll off and hurt himself because it's a pretty high building. He probably wouldn't survive if he fell. So I look over at my friend and he's like, dude, chill out. I see you looking over there. Relax. He's good. He comes up here every night. He's been here for months. He's fine. I've talked to him. That's his spot. I was like, I know, but bro, that's just so dangerous. And he's like, dude, just chill out. You're worrying too much. He's a professional. I'm like, dude, stop saying that. And 15 minutes later, this homeless guy wakes up. He gets up and he starts looking around all confused. And he starts screaming. I'm not kidding when I say screaming at the top of his lungs. Who are you people? Who are you? Who is everybody up here? And clearly he was distressed. And my friend looks at me and I look at him. And my friend goes, hold on, I'll be right back. And he starts walking up to him. And I am just nervous at this point. I don't know what's about to happen. And my friend walks up to this homeless guy. And he's like, hey, man, hey, you remember me? I'm Jason, you remember me? And he's like, no, who the fuck are you? And my friend's like, dude, we met last week. I talked to you for a little bit. We had a cigarette. I'm here, man. Don't worry. You know me. And the homeless dude loses his shit. He goes, I don't fucking know any of you. I don't know anybody up here. And he runs up to my friend, grabs him by the neck, and proceeds to dangle him off the edge of the building. And at this point, I am about to shit myself. I am like, dude, this is not how I expected this night to go. I don't want to watch my friend fucking fall to his doom. Hell no. So everybody starts yelling out like, yo, stop. Like, put him down. Like, let him go. And he's like, no, I don't know who the fuck any of you are. You're freaking me out. And I just don't know what to do. I'm like, yo, this is horrible. This is a horrible situation. Like, my friend is dangling off a roof by his neck, getting choked basically. And we have no idea what to do. Like, we're standing there trying to yell at this dude and like talk him down from, dropping our friend and, letting him go safely. But he's not hearing a word we're saying. And this all felt like it was happening in slow motion. Like, this was like a 10-second thing that happened, but it felt like 10 minutes. So we're yelling at this guy, trying to get him to put my friend down, and he's not listening. And finally, one of my friends runs up to this homeless guy's sleeping bag and grabs it and picks it up because he figured it would distract the homeless guy and get him to turn around and kind of like get our friend some wiggle room to get the fuck out. And it worked. The homeless dude turned around and let go of my friend on the roof so he didn't fall. And my friend was free. And no joke, everybody in my friend's band proceeds to tackle this homeless dude to the ground and just hold him there. They didn't punch him. They didn't like kick him or hurt him or anything. They just kind of restrained him because he was a danger to everybody around him and himself. So a couple minutes later, the venue owners come upstairs because they heard about what was going on. Somebody told them, and the venue owners had to call the police because they didn't want this homeless guy on their roof anymore, considering he tried to just, potentially drop my friend off a building. That's not a good thing to do. So they called the cops. The cops came like 5 minutes later, put the guy in handcuffs, took him off the roof, grabbed all of his stuff, and they ended up bringing him to a homeless shelter instead of like jail or something because my friend, the one that was actually getting choked, told the cops, like, don't take him to jail, like, bring him to the nearest homeless shelter, get him somewhere warm to stay, somewhere safe. I don't fault him for what he did. And that just goes to show what kind of person my friend was. And the truth is, like, he was not wrong. Like, this homeless dude, as much as it was terrifying and wrong to dangle my friend off the roof by his neck, the dude probably didn't know any better. Like, when you're homeless and sleeping on a roof in the cold, and who knows what else he's doing, like, I don't really blame him for being paranoid and freaked out about stuff. Like, this guy probably had mental health issues due to being homeless, probably could have been on drugs. I don't know that for sure or not. But my friend did not fault him for what he did because he knew that being homeless probably fucking sucked. And he wanted him going somewhere where he could get help instead of just being locked in a jail cell for the night. So yeah, that's what happened. They took him to a homeless shelter and my friend was safe. Other than the fact that he had some red marks on his neck, he was good. And everybody was okay. No one got hurt. But yeah, guys, I thought this story time was a pretty crazy one. I thought you guys would enjoy it. That's pretty much it. If you enjoyed this story time, please leave a like on the video. I'd really appreciate it. Feel free to leave your story times in the comments down below. And subscribe if you're new. I'll see you guys all later. Peace. They leave me out for the dead, and now they know they're fucked. All my texts are unread, that's